curious to see what have you seen, what type of emotional response have you seen when people start using AI and their capabilities grow? Any anything that you can share with us that you have seen in people?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen all kinds of responses. I've had somebody in tears. So I helped somebody with a very simple AI agent, and to I won't go into the specifics, but it was to solve something for that particular person. And when it was working and it ended up being deployed, that person burst into tears because behind that was a major issue that they were unable to get past. They didn't know how they were going to get through this problem, and this AI agent basically solved it for them. And it was such a
Wow.
relief that they expressed themselves with tears. So I've had that. And then I've had fear. Definitely people visibly look shocked when you show them what it can do. And they don't say anything, but you can see this kind of emotion of, oh shit, my job's so that's my
Yeah.
job. We've just automated. So I've seen that. I've seen the ridicule from like I just expressed, where you talk to people about where this is going, and they literally just laugh and think you've gone off your rocker. I've had that quite a lot. And then I've also had a little bit of anger where people genuinely react in a way that can only be described as with anger because they feel that this technology is not being governed properly.
Yeah.
They're not angry with me, but they're
Right.
they're almost angry with me as a proxy because
Mm,
I'm a proponent of it, as if to
mm.
say, This is all wrong. We're not doing it properly." And I do have sympathy for that argument as well. I do understand where they're coming from because I do feel that we're doing things that are maybe sometimes a bit too fast without thinking about the consequences.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think, at the end of the day, human resist change, but and about technology in particular, human resist what it takes from them,
Yeah.
right? Um,
Always.
or they are gonna fear losing their jobs, and with that losing who they are, right? Because we know that if jobs changes and roles changes and you're not going to be doing the same task you have been doing for the past 5, 10 years, of course the nature of things and your job may be a totally different one. There's challenges inevitable, right?
Inevitable, and that always has happened, right? So when people say that, I just push back and say, "Look at the jobs that used to exist that don't exist anymore," right? Did you
Yeah.
know, I don't know if you had this in the States, but in the UK, there used to be a job back in the, like, late 1800s. It was called a knocker-upper. Have you heard of this?
No.
A
What is
knocker-upper.
that?
Yeah, this is a true job. Their job was they used to go around the houses with a stick in the morning and knock on the, windows to wake people up because this is before alarm clocks, right? And there was another one called a lamplighter. They used to go around the Victorian streets and light the lamps. Obviously those jobs are gone now, and I'm sure those people at that time were worried about this new
Yeah.
fangled technology called electricity that came along that took away their job. So it will always change. Things
It
always
will
change.
always. It's what the email and the internet did with, the postal offices. The changes are coming, and this is not the only time that will come. After AI will probably come something else. And, it's a matter of time,
Well, it will
basically.
just speed up. It will just speed up, I think, because we're on that exponential hockey stick that Ray Kurzweil talks about. That we're going to get this what called like self-improvement happening soon, where the AI starts making the AI get better. So it is going to change and it is going to speed up 100%.
And this is the same that I tell my friends, my family, people that I work with. We have a chance, or we look at the positive, or we look at the negative. It's all how we look at things, and based how you look at it, there are actions that you need to take. You're not going to be able to be in the middle because this is a transformational technology. This is transforming our life in many different ways, right? Because this is being adopted in all industries, personal and your professional lives as well. So it's just a matter of how you are going to approach to the changes, how you're going to adapt to it,
Attitude,
and
attitude
your
is
attitude to
yeah.
it. Yeah, absolutely.